Well, how's everybody doing? Give y'all a quick update. Not sure the last video I made. I've been kind of busy between doing this and working at work, you know. Still got a few things left to do. I got to tidy up a little bit of wiring where I put them connector pieces in where I can remove the wiring and take the cab off without cutting all the wiring. I guess I did have to cut all the wiring, but only once. But yeah, I got a big wad of wires right there. That was all nice and neat. And now that I added these, what I used is like trailer brake style connectors, kind of like that right there. 2 of those, and all the other wires just running the engine. I tried real hard not to have anything over the valve covers or any wires running across the manifold, you know, and all the plug wires are underneath the headers. Tried to keep all the wiring tucked in tight and neat. The only thing I couldn't avoid is this stupid temperature gauge, mechanical gauge, this thing. So I want to take, and it's probably going to sound stupid, but I want a little tube that goes from like a little bracket that comes off of here and right here, and I want to run that through a tube like a chrome tube with little tabs welded onto it. I'll have to figure out how to make something or paint something to look. That just bugs me. I don't know why. It's probably not a big deal. There's like many other things that'll bug me along the way, I'm sure, like the hoses. Not really the right hoses. Them are actually the hoses that came off that S10. The throttle has changed, and there's also a remote TPS sensor now, and a few other switches and odds and ends in here. So we got some different kind of stuff going on now. Still got to label the other switch panel. Where's my daggone flashlight at? Not very prepared for this, I guess. I just now, like, literally got it done 20 minutes ago. And this piece of crap ain't gonna turn on no more. It was so hot earlier that I thought it was smoking, but I was like, no, it ain't smoking, it's just my cigarette or something. But yeah, it's mad about something. Anyway, ooh, I like that color though. That color turned out really nice on this engine. That might be a thumbnail. Hold real still so I can pause this video and screenshot it. That's how I get a lot of my thumbnails. I'll literally watch the video full screen on my computer and pause it and just screenshot it. And then there you get, you know, then you get a picture from it. Anyway, now that you can see, also I got a B&M Pro ratchet shifter. Got another switch panel. I know they don't match. I'm planning on painting the other one, but then I have to relabel it, so I don't know. But I got a switch panel there just for the trans controller. From left to right, we got torque converter bypass on the far left. The second one is manual bump up or down, or switching between automatic or manual mode. The third one is torque converter clutch lockup. And the fourth one is calibration A or B for the transmission. See, when I turn the main ignition on now, everything comes on up here. One thing that bugs me is it doesn't start right out to the gauges, but speedometer, trans temp, throttle position, what gear you're in, what gear is commanded, tachometer, all kinds of fun stuff. You can change all kinds of settings on that. So yeah, I got a completely different setup with the brakes too. A new master cylinder, but the brakes are, well, I mean, they're the same, but it's a completely different master cylinder. So now they're not bled and they don't work. So I drove it around the block, had to park it. I'm gonna have to bleed them again. I bled them once. This thing's running out of battery. I bled the brakes once, and apparently that was not enough. So gonna have to do it again. I got a couple wheel cylinders leaking. I got a sneaking suspicion that the wheel cylinders have finally failed because it sat a few days. But power steering, I did get that lined out. I had to use like a brake line style line down in there. And yeah, I still need to paint the frame and sand everything down. But man, I've had a lot of comments on, hey, paint the frame while you had that engine tranny out, while I had the cab up. Paint the frame, paint the frame. I know, I need to do that. The problem with that is I'm going to have to strip this frame front to back, and it's going to take like a lot of time. And to do what I want to do with it, it's going to take a lot of time. What I wanted to do for right now is just be able to drive it for this winter time, because when it's winter I'm probably not going to be able to drive it, although I do really want a top on it, a fiberglass top or some kind of a top. Then if I had a top on it, got one of these little heater boxes right here that goes in there that mounts in the firewall or mounts somewhere in there. I could have heat in that thing, and probably all kinds of heat because it's tiny. So I would like to be able to drive it in the winter a little bit. It is fun to drive, but yeah, it looks interesting with the old whole daggone row of switches down there. That's I'll tell you what, that's a lot of wiring on this thing that wasn't exactly fun, but I tried to make it as neat as possible. I still got to tidy up some stuff. But so yeah, there's an update on this thing. Everything is done pretty much. Still need like a overflow tank and a line coming off of that. I would like to put a set of chrome rods between here and the corner of the cab on each side, just to not really help support the radiator, just because it would look cool. I think, I don't know, it would help support the radiator, but at the same time, everything flexing and everything, it might actually move the radiator. So you know, I don't know, I think that's more for looks than anything. But yeah, I don't know, I'm really tired. It's probably like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm gonna call it a day. So you guys take her easy, and I'll see you in the next one. If I get the brakes bled tonight or in the morning, I'll be driving it tomorrow. I'm going to try to make some videos of it, driving around or something. That engine is so smooth. It's just, oh man, it purrs like so silky smooth going down the road. It's got a nice rumbly lopey idle to it. It sounds nice and beefy, but as soon as you come just above idle, it just smooths out like no engine I've ever built has ran that smoothly. I kind of went the opposite direction on camshafts on this one than I normally go. Normally I'm like, let's find the biggest cam with the most duration, with the most slip, you know, the highest RPM operating range, and let's get, you know. This one I'm like, well, this is going to be something I want to drive, and I want it to run smooth but still have power. So if you guys watch the engine build videos, I use one of them Comp Cams Extreme Energy camshafts. Can't think of the part number right off the top of my head, but it's a good one. I recommend it. It runs perfect. See y'all in the next video. Take her easy. Thanks for watching.